Welcome everyone to another wonderful episode here, Doctors of Podiatry. Wanted to provide and give everyone a case update on our good friend here. Some people will recognize the foot, some people won't. This is a gentleman that we've been treating for quite some time. The last time the patient was here, we sent the patient to see my dear friend, who's an endovascular specialist, to see what we can do to maximize the perfusion to the foot. Let's come around here. So the patient, I'm sure a lot of people will recognize, maybe now the foot, when just by looking at this defect. He has the defect here, and let's go ahead and show also the top there. Okay, so the patient had what we call a partial ray resection. This is the patient where he had a mummified great toe, gangrenous great toe, and we amputated the toe here in the office, and then we did send him to the hospital. In the hospital, even before that, he was already, he had seen my good friend to really maximize the perfusion before the partial ray resection, which was done, and as everyone can see, it looks great. The last video that we uploaded, he still has this tiny little hole right here. It's an ulcer. It's still pretty deep, but it is getting smaller. There's no question. It's a very slow process because it undermines, you see? It undermines. It goes this way, it goes a little bit this way, goes a little bit this way. It's just not, yeah, I'm so sorry, my friend. So it definitely looks a little bit smaller. Like I said before, it's a very, very slow process. Now, this defect on the side of the foot is still of concern for several reasons. Even though, believe it or not, the defect is definitely smaller in size, which I assume that there's a little trickle of blood that is getting to the defect. The last time he was here, it was larger. I just got off the phone with the plumber, and the issue, which we knew from day one, is that he only has one vessel out of 3 main ones that is providing blood to the foot. Okay. The problem is that one vessel that is working is not enough to provide the blood supply that the foot needs now. So the patient is going to undergo a second endovascular procedure to really try to restore the other two, or do his magic to bring more blood down to the foot. Extremely complex. Whether it's done anything below the knee or anything above the knee. It's a huge, intricate map of arteries. And these procedures can take 2 hours, they can take 4, 6 hours. Very intricate, delicate. Nothing's open. It's all through the use of a special machine that I use as well here for our minimally invasive procedures, to C-arm, to fluoroscope. That's how doctors that that perform several, whether it's in the world of interventional radiology or interventional vascular, even the procedures that we do here, that's how we see inside. But My only concern, and I continue to say it, is the longer this defect remains open, the chances of bone infection are going like this, which is what happened basically with, the great toe and the metatarsal. It was bone infection. There's bone infection. We're up the river without a paddle. So yes, we are pressed on time. There is urgency in this matter. And Dr. Blank, okay, out of common courtesy, I don't say his name, this doctor, we were just talking that this is, we got to get moving. We got to move. Because if we don't, the worst case, we're in the business of salvaging limbs. It's very unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. The deadly duo, diabetes, severe vascular disease, it continues and will continue to take lives. And I will continue to say it. It is a type of cancer. You're seeing it firsthand. This is it. This is only one patient. But just like this young gentleman, we see 5, 6, 7, or 8 of these cases a day.
Well, when he wrapped it, the other doctor wrapped it, he wrapped it too tight. That thing was hurting like crazy.
Well, we won't do that today, my friend.
Too tight. Huh?
We won't do that today. We won't do that.
Oh, well. But he had it so tight where the thing was hurting like crazy.
Yeah, we won't do that. I give you my word.
Well, you never did it before, so. But when he wrapped it so tight the thing, especially by the toe, the little toe was above, was hurting like crazy, boy.
Fist bump right there. I just want to add one more thing. There are, sometimes there are several different, other conditions such as critical limb ischemia. For all the subscribers, just please Google that, critical limb ischemia. Sometimes it's the other way around. You got to look at this scenario as taking a tree I've taken a tree out of the ground and then flipped it around. So this is the trunk, right? Sometimes, and these are the branches, and these are the leaves and the small branches. And this is what this kind of looks like in respect to, the circulatory, system, in respect to the arterial system. So we need to make sure that the bigger, larger trunks are open to provide that blood supply to we'll say the foot, right? There are times where these little branches, you cannot do anything to salvage them. And then it becomes the other way around. Now we have to go look for the blood. So sometimes even if there are, you know, in respect to the limb salvage efforts, doesn't matter what we do. If we can't get the blood to the foot, we gotta remove until we get to that level to salvage the rest. Which means that all of this we erase. And when I erase this, this means what? A below the knee amputation. As always, www.jawspodiatry.com, Instagram, Dr. Tojam, Jaws Podiatry, Facebook, and last but not least, our YouTube channel, Jaws Healthcare. I will keep everyone afloat on this young gentleman's progress. He will eventually need another procedure, I suspect. Until proven otherwise, he has bone infection in that metatarsal. But no blood, no healing. Have a nice day.